to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at Indiana. Despite a very successful road trip, it's got to be nice to return home and play in front of their loyal fans.
They're starting a homestand here, a short one it is, Kevin, but nonetheless, it's important to get off to a good start.
It is. They'll be looking to get a few wins under their belt here at home before they have to go back out on the road.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. They've got Batum, Chandler out there at Greg Monroe. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position. Barton, no luck. Well, last year, DeAndre Jordan turned in another great defensive performance. In fact, first team all-defense announced in the NBA after last season. Anchored his team, as he always seems to do.
And Jordan was a force in the middle, over 2 blocks a game again, and changed countless others with his effort.
Chandler a screen. Monroe.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Hill kicks to Anthony. Batum with the steal. Goes up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Now here's Anthony. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
Oh, good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you. Whoa, whoa, that'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace. Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Bledsoe dishes to Chandler. Here's Barton. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
Jordan sets the pick for Anthony. Screen by Ellis. Hill drives in. That gives them the lead.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Out to the right wing. Barton passes to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Chandler. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
Portis, he's checked in for Phoenix. The drive by Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. Chandler with the defensive effort. The Suns have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Bledsoe kicks to Batum. Here's Portis, covered by Anthony. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Phoenix, no good that time either. Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense, and that's why teams will just still want him even late in his career.
Indiana leading. Pass to Ellis. It's back to Hill. Here's Thompson. And too long on the shot.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor. Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. And the thing about Eric Bledsoe, he's an absolutely terrific athlete, insane athletic ability, his speed with the ball, especially Greg in the open court, remarkable.
Yeah, and when he gets a full head of steam, look out. He goes beast mode, if you will, on the basketball floor. He really, truly is like a running back in the open field.
Burks checked in for Barton. Here's Anthony.
Talking about Bledsoe, one area where he has to improve his turnovers. He averaged over 3.5 turnovers a game. You can't be a championship point guard if you're not squeezing the arm.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Portis. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Portis has got 5 now.
And thinking a little bit more about Eric Bledsoe, yes, he could be more efficient, but his combination of points, assists, and rebounds per game is outstanding. If he focuses in and listens to his coaches, we could be talking about him in the upper echelon of point guard.
Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Here's Portis, and he converts the layup. He's got 7.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
To the inside. 5 to shoot. The drive by Ellis. The 3 from Hill. Batum grabs the miss.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
And the basket by Hill. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Pass to Anthony. Thompson, a screen on Chandler. Anthony kicks to Thompson. Got a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Some changes for Indiana. Monty Eunice is checked in for Thompson. For Ellis. And it's Livingston in for George Hill. And here's Anthony for 3. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Reed, he's checked in for Indiana. Singler comes in for Anthony. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Phoenix. It's Chandler high post. Burks in the corner. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Portis. Montejunas with the steal. Here's Vaughn. Here is the open 3 to cap the break. Vaughn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Montejunas, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Feeds to Batum, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
Here is Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And Kyle Singler, basically a three-point marksman. He really lost minutes after the trade to the Thunder last season. A second-round pick by Detroit a few years back. He's always averaged over 20 minutes a game. But with the Thunder, he was kind of banished to the end of the bench, and his play reflected that.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Spates checked in for Chandler. Bogdanovich comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Carter in for Alec Burks. Here's Vaughn. Over in the corner, Livingston. Reed kicks to Livingston. To the wing right side. Montejunas has the open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Pacers leading by 8. And talking about Kyle Singler last season, Greg, good point you made. You would have thought the trade to the Thunder would have given him more minutes. You know, Clark, they were looking for floor stretching options with Kevin Durant out.
Yeah, but so late in the season, he needed to learn all the schemes, get integrated with all the other players. Those are just a few reasons why he was rarely given the chance to make an impact.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Montejunas' shot is good.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. Livingston dishes to Montejunas. Reed the pass to Singler. Clock at 6.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
There's a screen by Montejunas. The offensive rebound. Passes it to Vaughn. This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. Good on both. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Portis. They need this one. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Portis has got 10.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Livingston kicks to Singler. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Pacers lead by 14.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Jumps up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's the Pacers up by 16. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Pacers team out there.
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
Suns ball.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Ellis. Thompson is out there with Anthony. Then there's Hill. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Shot clock at 2. Here's Portis. Here's Burks. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Pacers leading by 16. Dishes to Anthony. Reverses. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. And that one's good. And it's 7 points for Hill. For Phoenix, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Burks can't get it to go.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Thompson passes to Ellis. Anthony drives in. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Suns moving the ball around. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Anthony. Takes the 3. And Hill is good for 3. Hill's got 10 points in the game.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
It's Hill on the wing. And Indiana, another 3.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Burks with it. Picked up by Ellis. 6 on the shot clock. And taken away by Ellis. Jordan's shot is off.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
The dish to Bogdanovich. Pass to Portis. And there's the feed to Chalmers. That's tipped. He kicks it to Burks. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Portis. The Pacers pull it in. Jordan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Hill, no good. The Suns have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. There's the pass to Portis. To the middle. Here's Spates. And it's blocked by Jordan. Burks. And the Suns get it back. Chalmers dishes to Burks. And another shot. Excellent D there from Anthony.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
And Chalmers kicks to Spates. Portis, the pass to Bogdanovich. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game. Outside Anthony. Hill kicks to Ellis. Now here's Anthony. Burks covering. From the arc. Again missing Hill.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, are you kidding me?
On the wing, Batum. Monroe against Thompson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond, and that took some getting used to.
Right side, Batum. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And Indiana making a change here. Montiunas has checked in. We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have Clark, the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. Where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area. There's still value in that.
Chandler goes in, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Montiunas, that's a screen for Hill. Anthony on the wing. A three-pointer is right on target. Anthony's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Bledsoe dishes to Barton. He's looking for Monroe and finds him. Chandler, the pass to Bledsoe. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Singler, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, for Ellis. And it's Livingston in for Hill. Here's Anthony. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Monroe.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. He has 15 points and 2 blocks.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
Here's Barton. He has 5. A shot by Batum, no good. So for Phoenix, their last game, a loss to Los Angeles. Out to the wing. Beyond the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Chandler's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Picked away. Tries from 16. Singler outside. Here's Vaughn on the money with the shot from the left block. Vaughn's got 9 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. On the wing, Batum. Barton kicks to Chandler. And Bledsoe, here we go. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Chandler kicks to Barton. Wide open. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Livingston dishes to Moniunas. Livingston passes to Moniunas. And he gets it to go. Moniunas has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Here's Monroe. No good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Livingston kicks to Anthony. And Chandler sends it back. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. Pacers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Indiana leading by 22. Here's Vaughn. He's got 9. Inside. Deflects the pass. Here's Portis. Nice D from Singler.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Portis, the pass to Chalmers. The kick out to Spates. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Good on the 3-point shot. Anthony's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Pacers.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Chalmers dishes to Spates. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got his 4th assist in this one. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis. And one thing about Mario Chalmers last season, he really had to play a different role. And it took him some time, Greg, to get used to.
Yeah, anytime your team loses a superstar like LeBron James, other guys get asked to do a little bit more. Mario was asked to be more of an aggressive scorer, a role that isn't so easy to jump into after 6 years of being that 4th or 5th option in the offense.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
back to Mario Chalmers last year, guys. I mean, having to take on more of a scoring role was tough for him. His field goal percentage dropped 50 points from the season before. His three-point percentage dropped even more. His assist numbers were down. Well, I bet you part of that was the fact LeBron was no longer there.
Reedy's checked in for Anthony. Chris Humphries has checked in for Phoenix.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Burks kicks to Spates. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here is Livingston. Good if it goes. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Pacers out in front, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, let's hear it for your Pacers.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
That reach he's shown, Greg, has certainly been fantastic in getting to some of these shots. I mean, he looks like he's got telescopic arms out there.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Maurice Spates. Chalmers is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Chris Humphries. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And Indiana shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Vaughn. Indiana again missing.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
There's a screen by Modi Yunus. Reed the pass to Vaughn. He dishes it to Livingston. Just 5 to shoot. Nice shot by Singler.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Spates sets a screen. And Chalmers kicks to Humphries. He feeds it to Spates. Makes it off the glass. Spates has got 8 points.
Now we're really seeing them pound that ball inside.
6 straight points in the paint. They're making their presence felt.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
Now, here's Chalmers. Spates dishes to Humphries. Some solid defense from Reed.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
There's a screen by Modi Yunus. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Livingston's got 8 points.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Bogdanovich passes to Spates. Kicks it to Humphries. Chalmers dishes to Spates. Here's Bogdanovich. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Bogdanovich has got 7 points.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
And he gets it to go.
Guys, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
And Chalmers kicks to Burks. Spates the pass to Chalmers. And it's blocked.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Livingston. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
One other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And Phoenix making a change here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Spates. Batum comes in for Bogdanovich. Will Barton, he's checked in for Burks. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Mario Chalmers.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding positions. He wasn't set.
The Suns making a switch here. Monroe's checked in. Hill, no good. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Bledsoe, here we go. Feeds it to Chandler. Passes to Monroe. Puts up the baby hook. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Here's Hill. The Suns getting the bucket. Screen by Ellis. Jordan sets the pick for Hill. Anthony on the wing. No good with the triple. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Monroe with the screen on Anthony. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Hill drives in. Ellis outside. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Down low. It's tipped and stolen by Jordan. Over in the corner, Ellis. Hill drives in for the 3, and the Pacers another 3.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
Yeah, no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
No good from Bledsoe. Pacers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Thompson, a screen on Bledsoe. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Phoenix no good that time either.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, I see no birds up there.
No.
And now the Suns, a fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Batum.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Jordan the screen. Hill drives in. Chandler with the rebound. Phoenix has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Got that one up quick. Bledsoe's got his second basket of the game. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Ellis. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Out of bounds.
Stolen by Ellis. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain, that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
The Suns have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Now here's Anthony, and he has 28 points for the game. From 15 feet away, Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Barton kicks to Batum. To the right side. And Thompson sends it back. Hill against Chandler. It's back to Hill. The drive by Ellis. It's hauled in by the Suns. Batum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Monroe kicks to Bledsoe. From downtown. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Jordan.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. You know, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Monroe. Outside for Bledsoe. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Barton. The three-pointer is right on target. Barton's got 12 in the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Thompson sets the pick for Hill. Thompson dishes to Jordan. Banked in off the glass. He's got 10. Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. Pass to Batum. Here's Monroe. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Anthony against Batum. Anthony, the pass to Jordan. On the wing, Ellis. Here's Thompson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Pacers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. That free throw good from Thompson. Monty Eunice is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. So he gets them both. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Chalmers passes to Portis. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Deep 2 from Anthony. Indiana again missing.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Pacers out in front, delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Pacers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Kyle Singler is out there with Reed. And there's Livingston. And it's Whittington in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Vaughn, the pass to Whittington.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Larkin. Dishes it to Burks. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
And the media deal in play says a lot about the popularity. It's not just broadcast. Fans are showing up as well.
Sellouts were at a record 700 last season, Kevin. The previous record was 676. Almost 22 million regular season fans. That's a big number.
And Phoenix has possession. The Pacers making the shot. Larkin dishes to Humphries. Carter left side. Can't get it to go. So the Pacers will take it the other way. There's the dish to Livingston. A leaner. And again, it's Indiana.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Picked by Humphries. Here's Burks. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal foul.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his third season. He doubled his scoring average. Shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
And back to Alec Burks, a guy who entered the league with raw talent, but once the light went on, Greg, he showed the ability to help his team in a number of ways.
Yeah, he's going to be the prototype in terms of a two-way player. He's a guy who can not only score it for you, but he'll rebound and defend it. But what impressed me last season is he averaged 3 assists a game, really looked to make plays for his teammates.
So here's Burks, following the score by Indiana. Phoenix, no good that time either. Pacers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Offensive rebound. Livingston drains the three-pointer.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game. Here's
Larkin. Carter outside. The feed now to Burks. Here's Humphries. And that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Oh, jam! I mean, just beautiful. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Shot from 12. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Livingston's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Larkin kicks to Carter. Off target from outside.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
Here's Larkin. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And the dunk by Humphries.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
Now, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay,
God, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
a good old-fashioned chin check right there.
Vaughn, the pass to Singler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of
my
UNLV.
goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA. And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
Singler outside. Over to the wing. Vaughn can't get it to go. Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
The Pacers making a switch here. Telfair's checked in. And the Suns making a change here as well. Chandler's checked in. Here's Telfair. No good from outside. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Burks dishes to Larkin. Shoots the 3. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 12 now in this quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
To the left wing. Back to Singler. Trying his luck deep. The shot is off. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Memphis. Burks can't get it to go.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Now Telfair sinks the three-pointer.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And the Suns call time.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games.
that kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
And with Iron Man streaks, it isn't just injury that can get you. It's scheduled days off and getting suspended games, too.
Yeah, just for reference, last season DeAndre Jordan was the active leader, played over 300 straight games as a player. He was the leader in the league, but he wasn't even a third of the way to Green's historic mark of consecutive games.
Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Phoenix. Barton comes in for Alec Burks. Outside Jordan. Anthony left side. Fade away. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Anthony's got 30.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Screen by Monroe. Carter kicks to Humphries. Here's Barton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Indiana's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Carter against Anthony. Fires for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Larkin, the pass to Barton. And stolen by Jordan. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Looking at the numbers for Sean Livingston, 25 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Indiana. Spates checked in for Phoenix. Bogdanovich comes in for Vince Carter.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Here's Livingston. Barton with the rebound. And stolen by Singler. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Well, you know, we're far enough away from the 2013 draft where we can start to get a feel for just how strong it was. I mean, initial feeling was it was a weak draft, but there have been some gems coming out of it of late.
Assistant, Maurice Spates.
And Indiana shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. There's a screen by Monty Eunice. Livingston dishes to Monty Eunice.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
2 shots.
Monty Eunice drops both of them. Here's Larkin. Pulls it up. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but is awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big sign in a trade isn't quite enough to win the award.
Larkin kicks to Humphries. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Shoots off the step back. And that's good for 2. Livingston's got 33 points.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Here's Spates. Puts up the baby hook. That is good.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Livingston passes to Singler. He kicks it to Livingston. 4 on the clock. Vaughn. Off target from outside.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Indiana.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Livingston. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Humphries.
Pacers foul call.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the first one drops. Humphries hits them both. Here is Livingston. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.